6 months after Belgium went into a second lockdown, beer makers are getting back to business. With the hospitality sector set for a partial reopening in May, this brewery south of Brussels is hopping into action. In a normal year, the Silly Brewery produces nearly 2.5 million litres of beer, but for the moment, it's only operating at 2/3 of its capacity.
Il faut environ 1 mois à 6 semaines.
It takes about a month to 6 weeks between the start of the brew and the tasting of the Silly beer. We have planned for that. We've stocked up. We are in the process of calling back the teams to prepare all the logistics, prepare orders, calling customers to find out what they will need, planning deliveries. So it's a whole operation that has to get back on track.
Le planning des livraisons. Donc c'est toute une machine qui doit se remettre en route.
It's all hands to the pumps as restaurants, cafes and bars prepare for the reopening of outdoor hospitality. Closed since October, staff at this cafe are having to get rid of expired kegs, restock and restart the beer dispensers. Its manager is keen to welcome his customers back.
Not seeing our customers is a bit like being punished, as if we no longer had the right to see the people who had become friends in this profession. The other difficulty, of course, is the financial difficulty. The state helped us, it did what it could, but it was sometimes a little inadequate compared to the expenses that a restaurant, that a cafe generates.
But it's not just in Belgium that brewers are under pressure. According to the Brewers of Europe Association, nearly 860,000 jobs linked to the industry have been lost across the continent in less than 2 years.
It's been a very difficult last 12 months where, in fact, beer sales in the hospitality sector have dropped by 42% in 2020 compared to 2019, and that has had a huge impact on the beer industry. As these places reopen, a number of them, they're reopening with debts, they're reopening in difficult conditions where they will struggle to make a profit if they're having to operate at 50% capacity.
Belgian beer was recognised by UNESCO and added to its cultural heritage list in 2017. Its makers, like those at the Silly Brewery, are confident that the appetite for their ales remains undiminished and will return to pre-pandemic production by summer